So something like that. That spacing's a bit more than these, which is a bit, I don't know, I think it'll be alright. I'd prefer them to look fairly even. This backrest, where's that timber gone? Oh, I have, everything I do is based around, you know, those few simple joints that you learn on day one. You know, half laps, mortises, butt joints, things like that. So I've got a choice. Could do an easy one, you know, just bolt it to the side, but that'll probably end up getting wobbly eventually. You know, a couple of bolts aren't going to stiffen that forever. I could have cut that sleeper back at an angle. You know, imagine that was the back, and just coach bolted piece on, but same again, you know, it'll probably just fall off eventually. Could half lap them, that'd be easier. You know, half lap that one, cut a groove in the sleeper. But these posts that we're using, there's a couple spare from this job. These are 100mm, that's 120. So I'm supposed to half lap it, I think. I don't know. Be easier, I guess. Could start thinking about getting steel involved, you know, just drill a hole, put a piece of scaffold tube or something in. Don't want to do that. I guess there's lots of ways of doing it, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is what I said. Mortise and tenon. Does mean fanning around chopping mortises. Tenons should be easy if my saw's still working okay. But I've got 5 mortises to cut, and I need to go at least 120mm, something like that. I haven't got a square mortise chisel, so that's going to be interesting. It's hot and the sun's deciding to come out. This table's got black. This table's been painted black. There's 2 boards here that are going to go on top. That table is going to get fixed at the back of here, screwed to this. Because this is quite firm, but it's not good. Bye. So that table's going to go in there, stiffen that corner up. Right, kettle's boiled. Right, so owner's just been quite happy with that. And I've decided I'm just going to half lap these in. You know, so cut a piece of that out, cut a groove of that in, slide that in. That way I get quite a long leg, you know, to stiffen the bottom of there. And I don't have to fanny about trying to cut mortises at an angle. But these grooves that I cut in here, I'm going that way. This is an offcut and I'm not going to be cutting this one. But these grooves that go in here, this is too deep to get under the saw. You know, 100mm only just fits under there. And they're 120s. So I'm going to use my track saw, because a bit like when I did the notches, I'll be able to cut quite cleanly to, you know, to the line. That rip saw's okay, but it's got a rip blade in it. Be easier with that thing. Right, so that's my angle, and just in case I drop it, I've drawn it on there so I can reset it whenever I want if I drop this. I'm going to cut each of these to suit whatever post in case they're not the same dimensions. So we'll line that up. And I've gone 60mm here, half of this. That gives me a, you know, a decent sized piece on here. That's the plan. I put it at full depth, which is 55mm, so I'll only be able to go in here 50mm, but that'll have to do. Do with a nice long chisel. Big ugly knot. Whoa. I just drew around it while it was sat in the groove there. Cut the line off at the bottom because I don't want these projecting through. That timber's pissed wet through, so I think it's going to shrink a bit. I need to set my depth. I need to cut that up there. Might use that. Be easier with that, but it's only got a fine blade in. I'll have to change for a bit blade. Or I do it on there, like I did the posts. But then I've got to set it square really. I could just cut 5 legs at that distance, I guess, while the angle's set. Then alter the blade. But I'll do this one just for now. With this, with whip saw, with track saw. Batteries are getting low. Right, slight gap there. Everything's pissed wet through, so there's going to be a bigger gap. Shut up! Noisy little wanker. I'll bolt that together. Plenty of treatment on it first. I'll do these the same. That's it for today. I think they're going to get mitered across there. If they don't, then one one of these benches is going to have a longer back. It's either that or two with pointy ends. I don't think they're going to move them though. Right, that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll put some coach bolts in those, and these are just going to get fixed down with coach screws. I think I've got enough gold ones about that long, turbo gold things. And I think it's going to have that gap like that on this one as well. I've just put my tools away and I sort of know what's going to happen now. Like I say, we were going to mite at the corner, which means I just have to put, you know, the offcut under the joint. But I think what he's going to say when he's finished taking the kids to bed, when he's finished putting the kids to bed, is why don't we just leave it like that? Which means I've got to cut another leg to go up there. But then those don't get any support. They wouldn't anyway if I was to miter it. They wouldn't anyway if I was to miter it. See? Just when you think you're nearly there. Because they'll get fixed back there, but they're gonna move them bits on the corner. Bit of timber behind, screwed on maybe. I don't know. That's for another day. Tomorrow maybe, that's Sunday, if it doesn't rain. If not, I'll be back Monday.